Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Yeah, it is. I'm here with
Emily. I play bass.
Bryn, and I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Taylor and I play the drums.
I'm Bowan and I also play guitar and sing.
and the band's name is?
Yr Argraff.
And
The impression it means in Welsh.
it means what, sorry?
The impression.
The impression. Amazing. And we're here for the first of the young songwriter sessions, live from the Phyllis Maud. It's live at the time of recording, but it's going to go out on socials when? Do we know what sort of turnaround we're looking at?
I don't know.
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible?
As soon as possible.
ASAP.
Okay, awesome. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. Okay. I think we'll start with Emily. Is
Yeah.
that all right?
Yeah.
So growing up in Wales, what sounds or scenes seeped you into the live music
I think
journey?
I'm a part of a very musical family anyway. Like my dad, he plays guitar, and my mum, I've just always grown up around music, and I think it's just learning back from bands from Wales. I think the first band I was sort of introduced to was the Manics, just because I just love James Bradfield's voice, and that sort of pushed me to go then and discover more Welsh music. So I think as going to a Welsh school as well, I think that has helped a lot, because it sort of introduces us to stuff like Tafwyl and like the Eisteddfodau, and that's how I got into Welsh music, like bands like Myllt and Papur Wal. But yeah, I've always grown up around music, but those are the sort of bands that sort of got me into it. And I know it's similar with everyone else in the band. But
Do you want to give your school a shout out then?
yeah, Ysgol Gyfyn Gwentis Coed.
I
Yeah.
wish I went there. So I could
It's quite
speak
massive.
fluent Welsh. Not
Yeah.
even fluent Welsh. Everyone else is, but
Yeah.
You're a dust school, you're a learner, you're with us.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm Welsh, but I
Methu
don't...
dy Gredi.
It belongs to
Methu dy
it
Gredi.
belongs to everyone, Taylor.
Yes, yes.
So do you think the landscape that you're kind of growing up in is influencing you?
Definitely.
Songwriting?
Yeah, I've heard so many stories from my mum about the music scene, what the music scene in Newport used to be like, learning about TJs that's now closed down, and going to the pub. We've going to watch Bryn and Bowan play at the pub. But I'm learning about how Newport Leisure Centre used to be such a big.
Oh no, I can't believe that's gone. It's such a
No
shame.
worries.
I know, and
Yeah.
we used to watch my mum said she saw Foo Fighters twice there, 2 nights in a row, which is insane. But I think Newport has a lot more to offer now. It's growing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know, it's just a shame the Newport Centre got shut down or destroyed, because it's a massive part of
Yeah.
our history.
Yeah.
We've got places like this that's opened
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 years ago, so it's quite new. It's like a bit of a
Yeah.
revival, and also you're not going to sit 600 people in here, which is good for grassroots music. So good
Yeah.
for people like us, because you want to see people in Newport and South Wales getting off the ground, and we're not importing people from England just to play for us. We want people in our community.
Yeah, I mean,
playing music.
young bands starting out, they're not going to play, the biggest venue
Yeah.
in South Wales, are they?
Yeah.
I mean, these smaller venues like the Phyllis Maud.
That actually brings me on to my next question, funny enough. So I will interrupt
Okay.
this one. So do you feel like you belong to a local scene, or do you feel like you're creating something yourself, like your own little vibe, your little community?
I don't know. I think I've recently discovered, from my personal experience, that a lot of the music at the moment is very metal, punk, and heavy rock orientated stuff.
What, locally or?
I think, Newport, Newport especially, and at Blackwood and Crosskeys, Risca, that sort of area. There seems to be this, resurgence of, a lot of rock and
Heavier
punk,
stuff.
heavier stuff, and I think.
instrumental as well. Though.
Yeah, and I think the reason is because, Newport is so industrial, and it's so gritty, and in my opinion, I view Newport as kind of a bit horrible and a bit I can say that didn't happen, but that's just my perspective on Newport. That's just how I feel about it, and I think the music definitely comes from that side of it.
It's not very aesthetic in places, is it?
No, not really. But I think
But if you look closely, this place is fantastic.
But I feel Cardiff's more, you've got the, Cardiff Castle,
Just ruins.
it's just some ruins, just bits and pieces, really. No, but I feel like there's a lot more different genres going on in Cardiff because it's not as like industrial and then Newport. But,
Okay.
that's just my.
So would you say then, do you feel like there's a tug between feeling like you've got to sound local or you've got to sound more global? Do you make a conscious effort to sound like you're local to here?
I don't really know. I mean, is this like that question directed to the boys of the band, the whole band?
It's okay.
I'll pass it over to you.
So both Bowan and myself, we tend to write a lot of the music from like the guitars and the vocals perspective, and then we sort of add Taylor and Emily's very valuable contributions to help come up with songs. So a lot of the roots to our songs come from both myself and Bowan, and a lot of really what we listen to. And so Bowan listens to. I'll let you do your.
Listen to more punk stuff, so American punk, like Green Day and Blink-182. So sort of more on the poppy side, but I'll still delve into like the Ramones and Descendants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
And a lot of that seeps into our music. I listen to a lot of Radiohead, a lot of alternative stuff. But one thing that both Bo and I listen to a lot in common is Welsh language music, which obviously you can probably tell from how it's all very Welsh language and stuff. There's this fantastic festival called Tafwyl, which happens in Cardiff. And so I think it's true that there's quite a scene for Welsh music, alternative band-style music that we probably identify the most with in Cardiff and in sort of South Wales. And so I think we belong to that. But also I think we're trying to sort of make ourselves our own kind of space in Newport with something new, something different, something that sort of mixes that Welsh language that you'll find a lot more in Cardiff than you will in Newport.
Yeah.
Even though, we are young people from Newport, we speak Welsh, we go to a Welsh school, which is quite a new school. And so that kind of scene, that kind of space is only just sort of coming into fruition.
Yeah,
and I think we kind of represent that a little bit.
Yeah, but I think we associate our sound more with Cardiff more than Newport.
But then again, we are like, I haven't seen much more Welsh language bands pop up around Newport, and the kind of sound that we're making, I haven't seen anything like it in this area yet. So I think I think that's what makes our sound a bit more unique and new to Newport, and hopefully we can carry on to show that.
Yeah, we need more Welsh-speaking bands, especially young ones.
Yeah.
We need more of them.
I'm actually.
because we merged both
Sorry.
English and
Yeah,
Welsh.
bilingual.
I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
I was going to say, Welshness in young people, or that sort of idea of, I don't want to speak too strongly, but this idea of a Welsh nationality seems to be coming through a lot more in younger people than it ever has. Like, I can't remember a time in my ancient life where I've ever felt like a unity from young people that speak Welsh. It seems to be something that is really having kind of a resurgence. I can't even say a resurgence because
It's something new, isn't it?
it's something new. Yeah, I think so. Do you feel like proud? Obviously you do, because you're singing and performing in Welsh.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to be Welsh, particularly South Walian?
What does it mean to be Welsh?
Yeah.
I suppose wherever you're from, you should be proud of, whatever background you're from, you should be proud of it. What do you think?
I'm still struggling there, how you said it. It's my,
Yeah,
it's my firm belief that anybody from Wales, or anybody who's a person of Wales, has that sort of right to its language, its culture, its history, and also to everything that's going, you get what's coming to you. Everything that the people in Wales have in the future, all the sort of interesting new music scenes, the new Welsh schools, the new Welsh language, the new access to new things. I think anybody in Wales has a sort of right to that. And I'm first generation Welsh language speaker, so my parents don't speak Welsh. You're the same. Unfortunately, you're
fortunately for me, my parents do
heritage.
both speak Welsh. One comes from a Welsh family, one
That's not
learned
unfortunate, though, is it?
No,
That's
no.
the nature of it.
Yeah, so I can't say like, oh, I've learnt Welsh, I'm special or whatever.
Yeah.
But so I've come from a Welsh family. I speak Welsh at home and everything.
So from birth.
Yes, from birth. So
Okay.
so
Do you consider it your first language?
I do. If someone asks me if English is my first language, I'll say yeah, bilingual.
Yeah.
But if someone asks me what is your first language, I would always say Welsh.
Amazing.
Definitely.
That's amazing.
But that's like the mix you can find in Newport now. I mean, you don't speak fluent Welsh, but you can speak bits and stuff. You know, you've grown up with Welsh, your first language.
Ambulance.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I think that comes back to the idea that being Welsh isn't just this one person, this one idea. It is literally all of us in this room. You know, we're here in the Phyllis Maud in Newport. We are Welsh. We are celebrating Welsh culture, Welsh music, Welsh language, English. Because speaking English is reality in a lot of South Wales, and that shouldn't necessarily be something that we shun. You know,
No.
I think being Welsh, especially in South Wales, especially in Newport, is a lot more nuanced than just being Welsh. You speak the language. You like sheep, mines. It's a lot more than that. It really is.
Looking ahead, if someone stumbled across your music for the first time, like they hopefully they have already, but through what we're doing this afternoon, you know, that gives it a sort of wider audience. What would you hope that they take away from it?
I'd personally hope that they'd see the nuance that we have and how we're going to be affecting the scene in the future, hopefully. And see, well, we're just like late teenagers. That's all we are. So hopefully, well, roughly.
Go on.
But we're basically just kids, and we're trying to play in a band, trying to make an effort, and we want people to see the authenticity, and hopefully give us a chance and enjoy our music, because I think it's enjoyable.
Yeah. I think just see like the joy that making music together makes. Like, it's so much fun getting together as a band. It is so much fun. Like,
it's the funniest band I've played in.
I think I'd like to see other people be inspired in the way that I've seen people. I've idolised people in the music scene. We talked about our school and stuff earlier. Our old music teacher was and still is in part of quite a substantial Welsh language band. And I personally say, I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of you guys too. Him and his band and that kind of scene, he sort of inspired me to look into it a bit more. My school did, and I just thought, wouldn't that be amazing if we could be a part of that? If I could be a part of that. I haven't played guitar my entire life. I've not taught to read music. I taught myself the guitar. I picked it up, and just because I enjoyed it so much, I learned to play, and I wanted to play in a band because it's such a good social thing that you can partake in, but also other people can watch you and then also feel like, I want to do that. And so I think being exposed to that kind of thing, as I'd like to expose other people to what we are doing here in our sort of little project. I just want to see, bring people together, see more people playing music, and see more people, out and about in the community, outside, and not shut up in homes. I think lockdown did a lot for people sticking themselves in a house. I want to see people back out in the streets of Newport, singing, dancing, looking a bit crazy, but that's us, isn't it?
Like, come on, let's have a bit of fun. Don't think about anyone else. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Within reason, right?
Within reason.
Okay, so finally, Taylor, what's something you haven't tried yet in terms of your musicality or your performance or your writing that, I don't know, maybe excites you or could challenge you a little bit that you're thinking about that's ticking around in your head?
I don't think we've ever sat down together and wrote a song from scratch.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Because all the songs we play are Bryn's.
Yeah, we've got an idea, let's make it into a song.
They kind of just been like,
Taylor,
these are the songs, you show me the riffs, they play the riffs.
We sort of collaborate.
Yeah, we collaborate on...
Hopeless at drums, so
you can try, Bryn goes behind and goes, I want this.
That's exactly what I do. We perfect it.
We do it eventually perfect it, but it would be nice to...
Scratch,
sit down together and start a song from scratch. I think that would be really cool.
I think... Yeah, because I've never been big on songwriting. I don't really enjoy it. It doesn't come naturally to me like it does for you two. I really struggled with it in music GCSE, but I think being able to be around people who are talented songwriters like Bowan and Bryn and Taylor. Hopefully, like you said, that bringing all of those minds together, we can like
Yeah.
collaborate
But
and
a
make
lot-
new sounds.
A lot of songwriting is those like really creative energy, and it's not just regimenting yourself to what a music GCSE tells you.
Yeah,
Because for all the good that music GCSE and stuff can do you, I didn't do A level, didn't learn how to play guitar or learn how to sing, and I've written all my songs based on just my ear, just hearing something I like. Oh, I like that. Oh, I can have that. Oh, I like that. And I think the songwriting is what you make of it, really. It can be something that's like, well, I want to do this chorus and then this and then this. That's going to be how it goes. Or I come up with some lyrics and I put it to song. Usually I write a riff and then I sing on top of it. I scat so I can work out what I want.
The structure.
I don't really know any like music theory myself. You know, I don't really know how to read, you know, sheet music. You know, I don't know what key should this be. You know, I don't know any of that sort of stuff. And you know, I'm similar to Bryn. You know, I just listen to it. You know, and kind of just put my feeling into it. You know, and I think loads of people do that already.
Yeah.
The music isn't meant to be gated off like that.
No,
music
no, I
is
feel like, you know,
anything you want.
you shouldn't look at music. You should listen to it. You know, and that's what I kind of think of music theory. You know.
Yeah, that's right, Bowan. Give it up. No.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I've also it's kind of you know restricted me because you know it's been like you know you've got to do it this way because of you know if you're in that key you've got to play these notes. But what about if you don't play those notes? Well, you go outside the box.
To give it a balance of perspective, what would you two say are people who do read music and do theory and stuff?
I do think music theory does help give a bit of guidelines.
Yeah, like the other day when we were trying to figure out Bryn's weird 5/4.
Yeah, it was in 5/4, change the keys.
It works.
It did.
It works, yeah.
It does.
But you understand why.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we're a bit old school.
it
So there's
gives.
a place for everything,
Yeah.
right? So you've got your technicality and yourself, and then you know others of you are bringing in sort of that raw energy.
Bowan is my shepherd, and I am his unruly sheep.
Yes. Every game's got to have a dungeon master.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know like that reference.
I don't know. I think might catch on.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. No. Then the reference is lost. What I would ask of you now is just to give a little bit of something to any young people that might be watching this on how to get in touch and why they should get in touch and what we're trying to do. Can you do that? Yeah.
Young Sound Sessions on Instagram. Please DM us. Literally any band you want. Anyone. If you want to play in this beautiful venue with Phyllis Maud and you want free video, free audio for yourself, hit us up on the social medias, please.
And the social medias are?
Young Sound Sessions.
And it's been amazing. We've been Yr Argraff, which is a Welsh word meaning the impressions we said earlier, which is spelled YRARGRAFF. Which is found on Instagram, and we can hopefully put some music out on Spotify and stuff
hopefully.
as well.
Yeah.
Sort that out.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh
yeah.
But you'll see us around. Whatever
Everything.
happens, you know, because
Please come and play music, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, deal.